Welcome to my week of gratitude. This week, it's been 1 year since I went all in, as I say, on my YouTube channel, CrossYoga Europe. And I want to say thank you to all of you who have been joining me for, well, a short while, and some of you have maybe been with me for a long time now. So, a week of gratitude. You can win a yoga teacher training actually online if you want to help me to get more subscribers. You can take a look at all the stuff that's written down underneath this video. You can win a tank top and different stuff. Friday, I'll release a video with my testimony or my story, why I believe in the experiences that I have had, at least some of them, in my life. So welcome. I hope you enjoy, and I also hope you'll enjoy this power yoga class. We're going to dive into a powerful, powerful prayer that can change our lives if we really pray it. It's not the Lord's Prayer, but let's just sit for a moment with a tall spine and hands resting on our thighs. I know for the way I work, I love just to get started with the postures right away if I take online class. But I also know that it's so good for me just to calm my breath to begin with. And maybe you know what I'm talking about. So deepen your breath. And I'll read this short, powerful prayer from the Bible a few times through. Not saying a whole lot, just reading it. It's from Mark 14, verse 36. Jesus is saying before he went on the cross, Abba, Father, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. Abba, Father, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. We'll be moving into down dog in just a moment, so if there's anything you need to warm up before that's happening, do that. So probably you know your body, you know where you tend to be sore or just need some movement to feel good. But if you already are ready, get into your downward facing dog. And move your legs, bend one leg, bend the other. Move your hip. And just play with the posture here. Make sure your fingers and knuckles are in the mat, holding firmly. And then slowly walk your way to the front end of the mat. Fold forward, stretching the hamstrings just a little bit. Moving into high mountain. So rise up standing tall on the mat. I'll guide you through a warm-up sequence. That's almost sun salutation B, but a variation. So find your chair, rise your arms above your head and sit low in your chair, making sure toes and knees are in the same direction. From there, leaning forward, let your fingers reach down on the mat. Halfway lift, navel in, engaging your core just a tiny bit. Preparing to plank. So bend your knees, elbows or hands on the mat. Find your plank. You can always hover here a little bit. On your toes or knees, lower down with a straight spine. Then lift your chest in a baby cobra. Avoid using your hands here. We want to use our back for this one. And then take your hands down, tuck your toes under, lift up, downward facing dog. Always adjust your stance. Right leg lifts up towards the sky. And then bend your knee and take it underneath your belly towards your left elbow in your plank pose. All ready? Oh yes. Lift it up and back again. And then step it through to the top of the mat. Warrior one, which means back foot out to the side. Bend the front knee, align it with the ankle. Look to the front and rise up in your version of warrior one right now. Gather your palms on top of your head. Leaning forward a little bit. Again, just a slight engagement in your core as you lean forward. Don't go too deep. Moving back, opening up your hip into warrior two. So the back foot is aligned with the short end of the mat. And again, bent quite a lot in the front knee. From here, windmill your arms around. Peel the back heel off the mat as you step back, down dog. Optional vinyasa, but I'll invite you to do it. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra again. Lift your hands up. Exhale, up and back and down. Forward facing dog. You can do a slight variation there. I'll try to do that next time we're there. Left leg, lift up, three-legged dog. And then plank, left knee to right elbow. All the way up if you can. Up and back, three-legged dog. And then to the front. Warrior one once again. You can always do high lunge instead if the back heel there is not keen on working with you. Or the ankle or anything. Palms together, shoulders down. So it's more like I call it like a candle here. It's not lifted as much as you can, but just elbows slightly bended out to the side. Engage your core. Leaning forward. Leaning back. Opening up your hip. And always move your feet, adjust them a little bit. As you sink into your warrior two. Look to the front hand. Windmill your arms around. Downward facing dog. And then let's do this hard vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Palms off the mat. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, plank on knees or toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Oh yeah. Step or walk to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Chair pose. And mountain. Close your eyes. Shake what you need to shake. I'll repeat this, and you're welcome to close your eyes. As I sometimes say, that Christian yoga is not a matter of praying the whole way through. It's a matter of staying on your mat, letting your body work as an instrument of prayer or surrender or worship, whatever makes sense to you. And for that, you don't need to be conscious about praying the whole time. Your body is praying. Chair pose. Forward fold, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Plank to low plank, exhale. You can jump or walk back. Let's do that hard version of the vinyasa. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here. Right leg. Inhale, lift it up. Plank. Right leg, lift elbow. Exhale. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the top of the mat with the foot. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one, palms together. Exhale, lean a little bit forward. Inhale, rise up, preparing warrior two. Exhale as you get there and take one breath here. Sink really low to engage your thighs. Inhale, preparing your down dog. Exhale, finding it. Staying here and doing your hard vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Navel in, elbows by your rib. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Again, one breath. Left leg, lift it up, inhale. And to your right elbow, exhale. Inhale up. Exhale to the front. Inhale, warrior one. Palms together, exhale, lean a little bit forward. Inhale, preparing warrior two. Exhale, sinking low. Again, one breath here, lengthen through the arms. Windmill your arms around. Step it back, down dog. Stay here, or inhale, plank. Lower down slowly. Cobra, inhale. Exhaling, lower down. I hope you're getting warm now. Plank pose, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Side it out. One more breath. To the top of the mat. Sink forward, exhale. Chair pose. And down, mountain pose. Close your eyes. Abba, Father, my parent, the one that takes care of me. Everything is possible for you. I trust everything is possible for you. And I trust you enough to say that, please, God, take this cup away. Take the suffering, the hurt, the stress, whatever it might be. Take it, God. I pray. Yet not my will, but your will be done. And maybe this time you take your arms out to the side like a cross, and then lean a little bit back. Close your eyes and look up. And let your body speak, your will be done, God. That's a powerful and hard prayer. My prayer is, God, help me to let your will be done in my life. Hands down by your side again. If you need a break and just stay with the prayer, you're welcome to do that. But let's go through this sequence again and adding on just a few more postures. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Plank, low plank, exhale. Inhale your cobra, making sure you use your back. Exhale, lower down. Elbows by your ribs. Slowly lift up if you can. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Again, one breath. Adjust your stance on the mat. Right leg. Inhale, lift up. Plank, left elbow, exhale. Inhale, lift it up. And to the top end of the mat, exhale. Warrior one, rise up. Lean forward. Warrior two. Open up using the front thigh to lift and sink down. Take one breath. Then stretch this front leg. Take your arms above your head like you're holding a big ball here. Navel in, root lock, pelvic floor engaged. As you lean a little bit to the front, almost like a triangle pose. Really subtle engagement in your core. And maybe take this top arm, reach for the elbow and lift or move the shoulder back for a better shoulder and core alignment. Letting go, warrior two again. You can shake things out. Take your hands down on the inside of the front leg there. Move yourself back, stretch the front knee. Maybe you sink really low. Again, move back. Both hands on the inside of the foot there. Maybe you walk your front foot a little bit more out to the side, lower down your hip. And then step this front foot to the back end of the mat and walk your hands to the back of the mat. Gotta do a little bit of balance here. Rise into mountain pose. Shoulders back. Lift your right leg up and just take a hold maybe of your knee. You want to go more, take a hold of your toes. The big toes there if you can keep your balance. And stretch your leg a tiny bit or all the way to the front. Even open up your hip if you enjoy that, and it's possible. Try to move this standing leg, this hip in to get a stacked sensation from your ankle to your knee and hip, shoulder. Move this leg back and see if you can let go with control. Down on the mat, inhale, arms up. Fold forward, exhale. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Down dog. Vinyasa, if you like. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower down. Make sure your navel is in. Feel this in your arm yet. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Plank, tuck your toes. Lift, down dog. Again, one breath. Move your shoulders back, activating those stabilizing muscles there behind your shoulder blades. Same thing on the left leg. Inhale, lift it up. Plank, right elbow. Again, lift it up. And to the top of the mat, warrior one. Inhale as you rise up. Closing your hip. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lifting through this front foot. Open up your hip, warrior two. Again, one breath and get low. Stretch the front knee. Take your arms up, shoulders up, back and down. This back hip there, move a little bit back, but still this thigh internally rotated just a tiny bit. And then lean to the front. If you have any core back issues, don't go too low. But if you can, lean back. As I said before, maybe you take your hand on this top shoulder and move it back a little bit. And then raise your arms up. Oh, this is hard. One more breath. Warrior two becomes easy now. When your hands around on the inside of this front foot and walk back, sinking low as you stretch your hamstring here. If you lift this back heel up or not, that's completely up to you. Walk back again, bending the front knee and kind of scooch your foot out to the side so there's space for your shoulders on the inside of the knee joint. stay here, thigh involved. You can always touch to see if it's actually engaged or not. And then step the top foot to the back. Walk your hands to the back end of the mat. Rise up, high mountain. And just mountain. Lift the left leg up again. Just hold your knee, either to the top here or out to the side. Or take a hold of your big toe and stretch your leg out. Doesn't have to be pretty, just go for it. See what happens. Look somewhere in front of you and open your hip if it is accessible to you. Deep breaths. Move back, letting go. Feet on the ground, inhale, arms up. Exhale, full forward, walk your hands to the top of the mat. And our last vinyasa of this practice, inhale plank. Exhale, lower down. Cobra, inhale. Exhale, down. Tuck your shoulders away from your ears, lift. Plank. And down dog. One breath, exhale maybe. Jump or walk to the top of the mat. Fold forward, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, mountain. Close your eyes again. What does this prayer make you feel? Abba, Father. Everything is possible for you. Take this cup away from me. Yet, not what I will, but what you will. Slowly move into a forward fold. Stretching back here. Maybe take a hold of your calves as you kind of pull your navel, maybe your head in towards your legs. Make sure that you distribute your weight on the whole foot. Letting go, take your feet a little bit further out to the side, your yoga squats, which means your feet are going out and you're sitting as low as you can. If the sole of the feet and the heel can reach down, you can come up on your toes or just lean up against a wall. That's really cool as well. If you want to go for your crane pose or crow pose, welcome to do a handstand here. Lengthen through the shoulder blades here in front, your chest. And see if you can release without hurting your knees. And sit down on the mat. Take your right leg and align it. Now I'm gonna turn here, but your leg is probably aligned with the short end of the mat. So this will be your right leg, and then top your left leg on top. See if the knee and this ankle can be somewhat aligned. If that's not possible, just sit in a comfortable seated position and then lean a little bit forward so that you stretch this outer edge of the proportion of your thighs here, sitting on the outer edge. If it hurts, pillows or blankets or something underneath here. Maybe you want to lean forward a little bit. Relax. Sit up again and notice if you're seated in a comfortable seated position, which leg is on top or at front, because you're going to do opposite now. And if you're seated like me, you're going to do opposite as well. So your left leg is the one that's below and the right on top. You will be able to see like a triangle of the mat. So you're not pulling your heels in, all right? You have this quite big part of the mat, depending on the size of your legs maybe, that you can see. Sitting bones on the mat. And when you feel like you can relax your thighs and there's more space, you can always go for a little bit of a forward fold. Coming back. Extend your legs out and maybe use the windshield, a little bit of a massage for your glutes and your legs. And I'll finish this video in child's pose, a pose that I think is really great to surrender in, and also a pose of gratitude, because I am glad that you have been joining my channel. I've been watching, so thank you. But I'm also very glad that this prayer that Jesus prayed, that he actually prayed it and went through with it, that he did not just give up. I'm happy that God did not take the cup away from him as he went to the cross and died for us. The ultimate sign of love and surrender before he rose again. So maybe you want to bow down and say thank you to Jesus. And if you don't believe in all of this, maybe just say thank you for what you want to say thank you for. Forehead on the ground, let your palms face up. And let your inside, like you're speaking to somebody. I think that's prayer, basically. Speak it out, what you're grateful for. Inside your own heart or soul. God, thank you for everything you have given us. I pray that we will be able to let go of ourselves and our own pride to say, your will be done. Amen. You are welcome to stay down in child's pose even longer. Thank you so much for joining me today, and God's blessing on your path.